Well, that's not too bad. At least we can see it. Another day, another adventure. Looking for gold. Don't have any brakes on this, so. Okay, so we're back at it with Thomas and Matt, who is coming down the trail, and this is where we did a little prospecting some time ago. This little creek where I went up it and just took the pan and went different places and checked. We're going to start right here, just going to sample it a little bit, and then we're going to go up to where I got some pretty good gold up creek, maybe a couple 100 yards, but we want to check it out here first. Want to hang with us? I hope you do. We're going to find some gold today. Thomas is doing a little sampling there. I'm going to jump down there on this, right on that bend right there where that clay stuff is, right along the edge. I know some of you guys said you didn't like clay. I like clay. Watch. That's your first little pan there?
Yeah.
Haven't even started yet. Ooh.
Look at that right there. Just walk it up. There's a whole bunch of little finds in there.
Yeah, it's not bad at all,
of those.
No,
there's probably 60 colors or so probably in that little fine stuff. So.
And you get that right in the middle, huh?
Right in that one little spot.
Okay, so that's what I ended up with right there. You can see a couple nice little pieces. Well, they're pretty small, but you can actually see them. And quite a few really tiny ones. Not as good as where we were or where I was last time, slightly upriver. So we might work our way up that way, but that's not too bad. Okay, so I went ahead and moved locations. I was down there where we first started with Thomas and Matt. They're doing pretty good, but I wasn't really finding as much as I thought we should be finding. So I came back up here to where these two streams came together, where last time I was here I did some prospecting, and I hope you watched that video, and I came all up along the stream and just checked like different places. And this was one of two places that was pretty rich as far as just panning. So I set up my sluice, got my sluice going here, and I'm starting to classify it. I'll show you how I'm doing that. I'm just digging down in these rocks right here, and I figured, you know what, I better check with a pan again, just to make sure I didn't get it all last time. So I just took one pan out of the rock. I want to show you how much is in there. And look at that. That's actually not bad, is it? And that's not running it through the sluice or anything. It's just one, just scooping it up with my fingers. Okay, one other thing. You need to have what we call a sucker bottle to get the gold out of the pan. This is the one I just made on the way up. I left mine at home. I couldn't find it when I left. So this is just like a water bottle with a little tube I took out of another spray bottle of some kind that was broken. All you want to do is you get the gold down into the very bottom. Doesn't matter if there's black sand and stuff in there with it. And you just get your sucker bottle like that, and you push the air out of it. And when you let go of that like that, it sucks the water back in. And hopefully, see it bubbling? Hopefully all the gold and sand with it. Yeah, see, you got it all. And the important thing is not to have it like that and squeeze it so the water comes out the top, because then you can start losing your gold, because gold will float. If you look in there, that's what I have so far. Not very much, and a lot of it's black sand, but we got all the gold that was in that corner right there. I'm just going to go ahead and fill it bucket up one time with material. This is how I classify it, by the way, in case for you guys that aren't gold people. This is a pan, a classifying pan, and it's got big square holes in it, and it's kind of hard to do with one hand, but you just kind of put the dirt and rocks in there, you swirl it around. Normally you can just pick it up and shake it like a gold pan, but since I only have one hand free, I'm not going to do that. And by this time, anything that's heavy or small is already falling through. So you can just dump it out. It might be a giant nugget in there, probably isn't, but this is like a Garrett classifier. So what you have here is a bucket full of water, and you just have the smaller pieces like that, so you don't have to run them through the sluice. Now I guess you can if I had more water, but we're not going to. Keep your bucket full so that those grates are underwater, and that way everything will fall right through. I'm just going to keep digging around in here, get this bucket about halfway full. We're going to run it through and just test it. If we can wait that long. I think we're going to do good on this one. Okay, so let's take a look at what we have. I ran through one bucket of material, the rocks that I took up, and I washed off with the classifier into the bucket. I waited till it all the way full of just the sand and stuff. Ran it through the sluice, which is in pieces, and this is what I ended up with one bucket. Well, that's not too bad. At least we can see it. I'm going to do is I'm just going to set up the sluice right here, and I'm just going to get all the sand and stuff that's up in the front on this bend and just shovel it right into the sluice. So I ran a bunch of material through the sluice. Unfortunately, I had it messed up just a little bit, so we might not have gotten as much as we possibly could have. What I did is I had the carpet kinked up. It wasn't connected properly. But anyway, I dug this little hole right here. I got it down to this much here, and I thought we'd just go ahead and look at it together and see what we have. Let's go over in the shade, where it's a little bit easier to see with the camera, I think. I don't think this one's going to be quite as good as the other one. It's not near as much heavies in it, you know, that black sand and stuff, so yeah, I guess that's good enough. Let's go ahead and take a look at it. So I'm just going to get down to there. I'm just going to swirl it back just to kind of see what's in there real quick. Then I'll work it down properly and show you in the end. Yeah, look at a little bit of colors coming through. Ah, man, not near as good though. Look at that. You see a whole bunch of little specks, but it's not quite as good as the other, that last bowl we did. Bowl. Pan. I'm going to go ahead and work this down, and I'll give you a good close-up of it, and then we'll try one more. I heard the four-wheelers fire up, so they might have gone somewhere else. Oh, look at that. See it float? Probably can't see it, but there's a whole bunch of fine stuff just kind of floated away. But I'll show that to you in just a minute. Okay, so let me go ahead and show you what we have once I worked it down. I'm going to try to do one more. It's getting a little thunderstormy looking over there. But we'll try to work up one more quick bucket full. Again, this is where I got it, right here where my foot is. And this is what we ended up with. Kind of got it worked down in the corner. So, whoa, look at it float. See that? See how that stuff on the top that looks like pollen is actually gold. Isn't that weird? What we need to do is, if we had a little bit of soap to put on there, it would fall to the bottom immediately. But we don't have any soap out here. I'm going to set the sluice up again. I'm going to go around with a pan, try to find some spot that has a little bit more gold in it right here. And we'll run for about another half hour or so. I think there's a storm coming. You know, on second thought, I think what we're going to do, or I'm going to do, is head out of here. If you look over there, it's getting pretty dark, and I can hear thunder rumbling. I have no cell signal here, so I cannot see what the radar is doing. And I got about probably half an hour to get back to camp because we're going to go all up through these woods on the four-wheelers. If we have time, we'll come back out again after the storm passes. If not, we'll come back out tomorrow for sure. Look, froggy. Oh, look at him. They're cute. I know it wasn't much of an adventure, but we did find gold. We'll see you on the next one. Hopefully tomorrow night.
Go to sleep. She'll shake the coins from your pocket, take your gold chain and your locket. Mother Earth has